Arjun and this is Nishant. So we could be recognized under one single label, and that's when the whole answer came up as a project, and things kicked off, from there.
Alright, to talk about our sound, we play really hard. I'm just kidding, we play house music.
Also ask, how do you promote yourself? What does it take to, be recognized? So that was something that really worked for us when we started off. Since we were a DJ duo and, we were kind of different from the kind of DJs that were already performing in the city. So that's something we had sure a lot of you face right now. So initially it was just me and him sitting down, making a master sheet list of how many people we would like to invite. And usually it would be our closest friends, and they would bring their friends as well, and we would send out personal invites and tell people, please do come, we're doing this, we're trying new stuff. We're going to be experimenting with different kinds of music. We wouldn't be playing the same things that you hear in clubs every day. We'd be looking at bringing in all the new stuff that we've heard and we really feel has some sort of future in the dance music scene. So that is something we did, and that is something that really worked for us. Right? So in our initial gigs, we had, started with about 25 to 30 people from our side, and then it became a 50, then it became 80, it became 150. Eventually, we started packing clubs with just our friends. And that was an experience that, we'll never forget. And we would always and only recommend to all of you guys to, build that same kind of an audience for yourself, because that eventually gives you more confidence and recognition in the entire scene. And people start getting to know you for what you really like to play. Right?
What we even did was, our first initial gigs, every city that we went to, we made a mixtape, and we gave our CDs to people personally. And it really worked out for us. Even now, like randomly from some city, people will send us, pictures of them playing our CD in the car, like a mixtape, and it made so much sense. And
usually it's nothing, it just sounds, and especially when we make mixtapes, like how she mentioned, it's very important to try put together the tunes that you feel represent your style, and if not anything else, also the kind of music that you feel would make sense for people to hear. You get to hear, see, there are people that come to clubs and still ask for your top 10 Billboard tracks or your top 10 popular tracks that are always playing on the radio. And we make it a point to say, if you want to listen to the same thing, there's no point in coming to a club. Or we're not going to be doing our duty as a DJ trying to introduce more music here. Right, so something that we did or we would like to do, and if you guys are making a mixtape, we would recommend is to pick tracks that really excite you the minute you listen to them. Something that you can relate to and feel, okay, this is more or less the kind of music I would like to make, or I would like to play, or I would like people to associate us with. Right, so that is something that you would like to do, and put that together in a mixtape. Whenever you have an opportunity, try to bring some discipline into that. I would say, not wake up one day and decide I want to make a mixtape and then do that maybe after 6 months or 6 years. Don't do that. Try to bring some sort of a discipline into the entire thing. That is something that will set you apart from other artists. Right, so discipline is very, very important. So if you decide to make a mixtape, decide to probably do that once in every month, or maybe once in 2 weeks, or however you feel comfortable, but turn it into something that is repetitive and that people can look forward to. Right, that's the only way that people will start listening and following you as an artist. Right, so that's extremely important. We feel that, and we still do that right now. In fact, we did it earlier, 2 years back, and then we had stopped because we started getting really busy in terms of going for shows, and we lost track of that. And now we've sat down and again made it a point to make sure we release a mixtape once in 2 weeks. Right, so that is just promotional basis, and that actually adds a lot of value to you as an artist and for people that are looking forward to listening to new music. Very useful.
A couple of months since we started producing our own music. We have a record coming out next month. It's been good, but at the same time there are a lot of producers coming out of India right now, and I think India as a market is really huge, and there's so many potential. And to reach out to a record label, according to us, it was easy. Like, we played together with a lot of international artists. Every time we met somebody, we made sure we gave them our music, or we gave them a pen drive. If you have free time, just listen to our music. This is our sound. This is what we do. And they're really interested to check our music out. We took their personal promo IDs, and we made sure we kept sending music to them every now and then. Like, probably
Yeah.
every month.
And something that happens is that a lot of them, like Shania mentioned earlier, is that they don't immediately respond. They're busy. They're going to be traveling through the weekend, through the week. They're going to be preparing their sets. They're going to be doing all of that stuff. So one thing that's important is, now, like he said, he mentioned it's easy. It's easy, but it's not simple, right? So it's like you got to start that process somewhere, right? So initially, we would recommend, whatever you're doing right now, make sure you're doing it with the right kind of people. Work with people that would support you, and probably even give you the kind of push that's required if they feel that they really like your music. So you need some sort of a direction, and especially at this time and age right now in the country where dance music is kicking off. India is now almost on every single map. We have artists going out of the country. We've got every single festival coming to India. So we're at a good place right now. At the same time, we've got that many amount of DJs coming in, people aspiring to take music to the whole new level. So being unique is something that you will need to figure out right up in the start. So I feel if you're signing up for a music school, if you're going to be joining an institute, wanting to become a DJ or a producer, or taking your musical dreams to the next level, remember, or at least realize that it's not just a simple task. This is going to be a career. You got to take it seriously. You got to give it every single thing you have. Starting from not just your music, maybe even start working on your personality, start working on the kind of, the things that you're going to be doing to build yourself as a brand. That's the only way you're going to get noticed amongst the 1,000 other DJs that are going to be in every single city. So, as much as your music is important, it's important that you build yourself to be someone that can be easily picked out from the crowd. Right? So that is something that we would recommend personally.